When we first arrived at the Crystal Maw Caverns, everything felt like an adventure waiting to happen. The air outside the entrance was cool, the water calm as glass, and our guide kept telling us how rare it was to dive here. My friends joked around while we suited up, and for a moment, it felt like we were unstoppable. I remember thinking the worst thing we'd deal with was cold water. For the first stretch of the dive, everything really was perfect. Light filtered into the mouth of the cavern, painting the stone walls in soft gold. Fish darted past us, and our bubbles drifted lazily upward. We stayed close, checking our gear, tapping each other's shoulders, moving like one slow, practiced unit. I felt safe. I felt prepared. But the deeper we went, the stranger everything became. The water shifted from clear blue to a dark green fog, thick enough that our flashlights only reached a few feet. A pressure built behind my eyes like the cavern was squeezing the thoughts out of my head. My breathing got louder in my mask, my heartbeat thudded in my ears. Still, I followed the guideline rope and stayed behind the group. Then the tunnels started to narrow. Shadows stretched across the walls like long fingers. Our guide's light disappeared around a corner, and when I moved to follow, the cavern seemed to twist in a direction I didn't remember. I turned back to my friends, but their lights were already drifting farther away than they should have been. I kicked harder, but the distance wouldn't close. I reached for the rope, only to feel something wet and pulsing under my glove. When I recoiled, the rope looked normal again. My vision swam. The water seemed to hum. I tried calling out, but only bubbles escaped. When I turned again, my friends were gone. The cavern swallowed their lights first, then their bubbles, then even the faint vibration of their movement. The silence pressed against my skull. In the corner of my eye, something moved. Long limbs swimming just out of reach. My flashlight caught a pale face floating in the darkness, jaw too wide, eyes blank and cloudy. It raised a hand and pointed at me. I froze as it drifted forward, mouth stretching open in a scream that rattled through the water. Panic took over. I bolted toward any tunnel I could see, lungs burning, every kick echoing through my legs. The monster's voice shifted, warping into something horribly familiar. "Oliver!" I kicked harder. "Oliver, stop!" A hand slammed onto my shoulder. I spun in terror, only to see Jake, eyes wide and mask fogged, gripping me tightly. "Oliver!" he shouted through his regulator. "You're hallucinating! You were swimming straight into a dead end!" The cavern settled. The shadows stopped twitching. The screams faded into my ragged breaths. But my hand still shook, because even with Jake right there, a part of me swore something else had been calling my name.